Hey guys, it's Gadget, and I was debating to do this live or on video, and after what happened this weekend, I had to do it on video. If you haven't already been to my Facebook page or anything, on Sunday I was in the ER because, and I have proof right here. I have my bands and everything, okay? And I'll give you there you go, see? And cover up my birthday, there you go. I was in the ER on 6/18, okay, and because of my allergies, I got hit with a ton of stuff between a fever, throwing up, ovarian cyst, fibroids, dehydration, loss of appetite, everything, you name it. I got hit with everything, plus an infection. Yeah, I ran myself down too much to the point where it kicked my butt, basically. Everything just kicks my butt. So, why was I going to go do this live? Well, as you all know, today is June 20th, 2017. 1 year ago today, I took a leap of faith to see if someone really wanted me in his life. And that's what I was going to talk to you guys about live. And why this book is being written, as you can see, this is the name of the book. It's being edited right now. These are notes that people gave me as proofreaders because of my dyslexia and how my spelling is and everything. So, why is this day significant? Well, for starters, this was the first real trip I ever took out of the United States, where there were no people chaperoning me, no one blaming me that dyslexia was going to mess things up. Basically, me on my own with the help of maybe the person I'm talking about, and I will mention everything. Because 1 year ago, I thought I had a boyfriend, a best friend, a confidant, someone who wanted me finally after years of leaving, coming back as best friends and friends, you know? Because when we were friends, it never mattered that if he left or not, because that was him finding himself. He was just a friend that would always leave when things got too tough or people kept pressuring him. And then when it settled down, he'd come back. And as me as a person, if you come back, that means you really are trying and everything. It shows that you want to make an effort, okay? No matter how many times you try, if you make an effort and improve in that effort each time, it'll benefit you with me. And if I sound this way too, it's because I have been coughing up, like I said, everything and stuff. So yeah. So 1 year ago, at around this time, I was on a plane for my journey to Newcastle down to Copley to see Christopher Graham John Field of Copley, Barnard, Castle area and everything, right? Because he had claimed after 4 years that he finally wanted me to be the girlfriend. Now, his friends will argue that point with you and everything and lie about it the way he lied about it to everybody, just to save face with them. And it gets to the point in the book when you know about it. I could have had a choice and read you a chapter each day coming up, describing everything, but that's not fair because you know what? I'd rather you guys buy the book. Because you can see what led up to the days of me coming out there and then what happened this 1 year later and how things came about and how what was supposed to be a happy time now is no time. There is no more friendship. There is no boyfriend, girlfriend. There is nothing. And reasons why that happened. To this day, I'm still being blamed for it, even though I didn't start this war nor cause the problem. But let's continue on. What would happen? I will show you pictures that are my pictures that I took while I was out there that people claimed I never took. You know? So if you are on my Facebook page, I can give you a link to the photo album and everything, but otherwise, I can show you pictures right now. I even can go into my computer and show pictures. But you know what? Let me do that. Let me go into my computer and show you the pictures. It's better than going to my Facebook page. And I really wish I could edit this, but my editing program is down also. So you're going to have to bear with me flipping the camera back and forth, okay? So we go to my pictures. And technically on this day, believe it or not, at this time I would be still traveling, right? So I'm stuck in a plane and everything and stuff like that. And up until that time, I didn't hear from him. He didn't call to check up on me nor anything else. And I was getting worried because I had never flown, well, technically flown for that long a time. I've flown for 2 hours to go to Florida one time years ago. And this was my second plane trip. And this was longer, this was everything. Plus, me not feeling good. I had fibromyalgia and everything, and all the stuff that they claim and everything. I wasn't getting comfortable on the plane. I couldn't sleep. And by the time I got there, because they had to put me on an earlier flight because my original flight was delayed by too much, instead of me waiting 2 hours to connect to the flight to Newcastle, which would have made more sense, I had to wait about 4 to 5 hours. So in that 4 to 5 hours, it could have been, you know what I mean? Because I still had another hour to go to get to Newcastle. So it was one of those where even his mom had said that they should have just got me a hotel in near where the play was going to be, have Christopher meet me down there, and then we could have all went up on the, I could have went up with him on the train, or we could have just loaded the cars and figured out how to do that, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. But it was just a last minute change of plans. It was a last minute thing because it was just spur of the moment, because at the time I thought I was being asked by my boyfriend, you know, because I was invited to his best friend's wedding and everything during that time and everything. So it was just one of those things. So I'm still pulling up the pictures right now. Let me find those. And I had fun, don't get me wrong. I mean, I had a good time. I just didn't like the fact that people influenced it. People made him second guess it, made him decide before he even met me and everything. And I could feel it through the whole trip. And you name it, I just was like praying each day that he would not do what I thought he would do, you know? So, let's see. So we're finding the pictures. Okay, let's look for the one where I ended up June 20th. Let's see, that's the 5th, 22nd. Okay, so technically by the time I landed, it was, by the time I landed, so the 20th went into the 21st. So I was already in Tuesday, right? I had to wait until Tuesday night by the time we got there. So yeah. So technically, some of my pictures really aren't until the 22nd. And the pictures I have basically are just the tickets for the play on that first night. Now, I have to try to finagle this so you guys can see it, but this is, there you go. This was me with the TARDIS, Legend Traveling TARDIS, and that's my wristwatch, right? And see how it says right there? Okay. That was the night of the play, right? Okay. So that's what our big plan was for Thursday night. Okay. And I have another picture. Let me get that one up for you guys. Okay. See? Another picture. Same thing. Okay. All right. All right. So back to me. All right. So that was, sorry guys, I can't breathe right now. That was the 22nd, meaning 21st into the 22nd. That was that night. Now, technically the next day, Christopher had taken me on a hike and everything. And I have the pictures of all that. And I want to try to get them on a slideshow and everything. I even have video for you guys. But, okay, here we go. This will actually work. This was the zip line. If you ever get to read my book, I talk about the zip line. All right, but that's the zip line. Let me make sure I can get the picture in. I want to make sure that you guys can see the actual picture without me having to do like stuff like that and everything. All right, so that's that. And then that was, you know what I mean, playground, everything. We were having fun. You know, he took me to see the sheep. He took me that. Now, if you guys see a video pop up, like I was taking pictures of the flowers. See? We were taking pictures of me at Copley. Like, I could, you know. We went to see that. We went to see, like, you know what I mean? He took me up this long-ass hill. And I was like, what are these gravestones, everything? You know? Just, this was stuff that, you know, that I found cool, but, you know. Now, if you see a video go off, you'll see, like, I know it's around here somewhere. I'm trying to remember what part we're up to, because he kept running and evading me and stuff. But this was the day before. Here we go. I think this might be the video. It might be too loud, so I'm going to have to... There we go. So listen here. Greetings, Legend of Travel Tars fans and everything else. What was this called again? Funny. I am walking a path to a, what is it, a mine, mill, what, how is it pronounced? He's being silly, say. You don't want to be on live feed so people know I'm alive? Needing my own camera when I edit this. He took me through a heavily wooded area with bees. I bet many of you from the Bronx don't even know that this exists. Okay, that was the video. And there's more video. Enjoying my day while my parents call me every 5 seconds. But as you can see, it's actually windy here too. We just passed, a biplane just passed over the minute I turned off the camera. Only the people in the Bronx, I guess, can see this. It's like maybe like Botanical Gardens or Van Cortlandt. Yeah, that's a real bird if you guys are hearing that. There was sheep earlier too. And I think I had one more video after that, did I? No. Then I took pictures of the flowers, because I love taking pictures of everything. There we go. Okay, we are walking right now, and believe it or not, there is a sheep. We have sheep. Only can go to the Bronx Zoo to see sheep. And a farm. This is so freaking cool. Videotaping this on this. Actual sheep baying. So I took the video and then I took some pictures. And yeah, that's the feather I found. Yeah, I had fun, guys. I really did. This was like the first official day. And the funny part about that day was I wanted to sleep in because the jet lag was hitting me so hard. These are just the pictures of the plants and everything. There's the river. Me being silly. Brook. I'm a nut for like anything with waterfalls and water. And there he is climbing those, right? The horse, beautiful horse. Got to meet the horse and everything. Should be a video of it. There he is. But that was, I think it was only one, maybe two. I have two. Okay, guys, look what just came to visit. Say hi to your public. An actual horse. And then we had more video, but I didn't have sound on it. The sound, for some reason on my camera, the sound cut out. I don't know why. It was acting up. And then we were walking, the bench, everything, more sheep. He's walking ahead of me, right? Okay. As we walk back, that's the town of Copley. Interesting. I'm trying to make sure I don't get hit by cars. Yeah, there's no sidewalks. It really is the country. But there's Copley. Now, you see that van that just passed by? That van that just passed by, this man came out of it and kept arguing with me. He wanted to take my camera. Oh, by the way, if you're seeing, don't be deceived, but those are actually a rooster and a hen. They came up on the path and everything. Look, see? Yeah. Is that what I think it is?
actual rooster with two hens. He is a player. He's got two sides.
Okay. And that's him with the rooster, and that's his cat. That's the backyard. I'm just gonna go through that really fast, sorry. You know? This cat is gorgeous. I gave her that toy. And that was us, okay? That was us at the place and everything, right? Now, so that was officially my day one. That was the Wednesday, right? So basically, to start that morning off, I was still jet lagged and groggy and everything. And if I look like I have some spirit right now, it's, even though I was in the hospital sick, it's because I am on the antibiotics, Tylenol, and everything else. So yeah, they make me just a little hyper, okay? So I figured after I take them, I could do this and I'm not falling asleep on you guys. So yeah, that was day one of the trip. And I had fun. I had someone who wanted to be with me, cared about me, except in that little incident where the guy in the yellow van threatened me and everything, and he's all the way ahead and didn't even know what the hell. He was oblivious to everything. Okay? So, now, that was my first official day out there and everything. The next day was the fact that we had gone to the play and everything. This is where I met his sister, his brother-in-law, and everything else. And I thought everybody was like his dad, everybody, his aunt, all these things. Now, I don't know if the pictures are out of order. I think they are, because there should be a different order, because the way this uploaded, yeah, it reversed the upload. All right, so you're going to see the after pictures versus the before pictures. So you're going to see, how do I put it? Like, I don't know, wait, it's bad the way this got messed up, okay? So you're going to see after the play first, and then you're going to see before the play, when we got there finally at the bed and breakfast and everything, because me and him had our own room for the bed and breakfast. His sister and his brother-in-law had a hotel across the way, and everything was fine. It was like he was shy in the car, I understand that and everything. He was talking, like, I had a good time. I just don't know what happened, people. Why he just decided to throw it all away. So, but this was some of the other shots that we had. And like I said, I love his parents and everything, and I wish if they're watching this that I hold no ill will against them and how they perceive me now and everything, but they do have to take responsibility for their son and his actions and how his friends influenced him and everything. So if people don't realize I actually wanted to be part of that family and he would have been taken care of, I don't know what they would have thought, you know? But this is, let's try to get the picture in. This is the Royal Shakespeare and basically the children made all these beautiful artworks and everything, and for Midsummer's Night's Dream, beautiful stuff, just beautiful stuff here, you know? The RSC, I mean, you know, I just had fun, you know? I don't know why and everything and stuff, they just turned on me, you know? And tried to get all the beautiful shots and everything. There's me outside that. I know I should have worn a different shirt, but I didn't know what to bring with me and stuff. And someone had knitted. This was gorgeous. They knitted this and everything for the tree. And then that's the theater, the Avalon. And this was all at night, so that's why I said you're gonna see the pictures that you couldn't see and stuff, right? The Herald. This was like, you know, there was a Lego store, but it was shut down. See? Okay, so now I'm going to close this out and you'll see part 2. Let me get back into the pictures. This is when we arrived. I mean, this was at the rest stop. Okay, and basically that was my lunch or breakfast. And yeah, I was sitting with him. We were talking. That this is the outside our B&B. His sister stayed at this hotel. Okay, yeah, so let's go to that. That was what they gave us. That was what he brought. That's his family, you know, and it's him and everything. I'm just gonna go speed through them really fast. That's what he had gotten, and speed through them really fast, because just in case they have any problems with that. So we got to see the town and everything, but the problem with the town seeing was we had to go to where he wanted to go to, and I just wanted to look in all the places just so that I could, you know, and this was in the hotel, and that's Stratford upon Avon. Nash's house. I have to send that to my friend Nash. Sorry guys, I told you I wasn't feeling good. That was at the dinner and everything. So yeah. So basically that's what happened on that day. And sorry about the coughing. That's why if I done it live, it would have been, you know what I mean? I'm just trying to keep this back that way. Alright, so that was a fun day. I got to go see a Royal Shakespearean play. I got to see real actors, real people that were in Doctor Who, all this stuff and everything, right? And meet his dad, who I love to death, you know? I felt like I was home. And that's what hurts. Here I feel like an outcast. There I felt like I was home. That it all fit finally, you know? So the day coming home, I got to see some stuff that I didn't get to see. Meaning in the daylight and everything, because we had to go to the play and all this other stuff and you name it, right? So you get to see some of those shots that I shot at night during the day on the way back to the hotel and everything, and everything, like I said, I loved his parents. I loved what they did for me and everything and stuff and all that. It's their son that just needs a wake-up call. So let's see. So here we go. So this was the actual little boat dock, okay, that where you could take a tour and everything, which I wanted to do. And he had promised that we could come back again and everything. And they had ice cream, but it wasn't open yet, you know, and I wanted to get an ice cream. Then this was a statue that was interesting and stuff, so it was interesting. And this is the fountain. I fell in love with this. It has 4 swans on it. It's swans. That's actual wind, guys. That was a beautiful fountain. See? And then it was the anniversary fountain. Okay. That was the theater, Royal Shakespearean. Okay. I just sat there. I saw the flowers, everything. That's where I took the picture earlier. These are the mosaics that are on the theater. They're gorgeous. And then all the swans. And then the Royal Shakespearean Company. So that was that part. So let me get back to you guys, because it hurts to hold the camera, because they played with my hands and everything when they were doing things at the hospital and stuff. So let's see the next set of pictures, because I think this one also got broken up too. No, we're back. Now we're back home, where the next day was the wedding. That got broken up into 2 things. Okay. So we all had to, after the play, right, was done, we all had to get some rest. And then those scenes you saw during the day were us meeting up with his parents and everything. And everything was still good. Everything was fun and everything. They asked me about everything in the car and everything and all this stuff. And you know what the funny part was? I got woken up with a nice hug and everything that morning too. So it was just like, so nothing was bad up until everything, right? Everything was still good. I was still being the girlfriend. I was still whatever and everything. So that's why I couldn't understand when later you'll see what happens and everything. So basically now we're at, we get back to the house and we have to get some stuff, food and everything. You call it tea and everything, right? We got all the stuff together, and then we had one night with everything and stuff, and because we had to get ready for the wedding, because the next day was when. So each of my days that was there was like back to back. It was my first day officially trying to get over jet lag. Then it was the play. And then it was coming back from the play, because it takes 5 hours. Everything was driven. That's the thing. Most of my time was being spent in a car or on a train, because to get to these places, it's anywhere from 2 to 5 hours. So it was hard to spend time with him and everything, because we were moving on to the next thing and the next thing and the next thing, right? So these are some of the pictures. Again, it reversed the image, but these were gifts that we were given at the wedding and everything, and my camera was being stupid, but I was taking more pictures. But these are teacups they had given us. Now, this one's in black and white because I thought it'd be a cute effect or anything. This is Christopher's, this is mine. Now, the funny thing apart, let me just go back to that. There we go. Okay. The funny thing about the teacups is the reason why the things are like that is because my cup is blue, his cup is pink. Don't ask. It was a fight. Okay, you see that flower down there? That's the flower he had, and mine was this flower. And he wanted to trade so bad, and I was like, no, I like blue. So yeah, so basically that was the centerpiece that they had, right? Which I have the flowers. So yeah, so you get an idea of the situation with that. So now let's go to the wedding part. All right, now I have to show you, this is a video, it's gonna start, that's why I have to be careful when it starts. I have this ready when it starts. Oh, no. Okay, there we go. Sorry guys, I'm gonna have to do it this way. I'm gonna have to open this up like this and go backwards. Okay, there we go.
We just arrived at Alex and Kim's place where the wedding is, and it poured. Let's just say I'm not going to be wearing heels. And there go the boyfriend and the father. This is going to be an interesting sight.
Okay, so now let me try to get this so I can hold this just right because my hand is shaking right now. I'm still weak from everything. All right, so now we have, that's him standing there. That's the flowers. I took mostly pictures of flowers. Yeah, I'm a very good photographer when it comes to things like that. And I took a picture in the black and white to compare the two. And I love the shot I took. This was gorgeous, the one I took of the black and white. And now I could be, I'm gonna have to speed through the, by the way, if, let me see where, see there's this flower, but it's in black and white. There's mine, there's his, see? He didn't want this one, he wanted mine. I wanted mine, not his, okay? So there was a big fight between us. That's the table, right? We also were at table 1 with the bridal party and everything. So I'm going to show you, see? We were with the bridal party, all right? And that was out there, that was there, everyone, right? So now what I'm going to do is speed through these because these are mostly just, you know what I mean? I'm going to talk to you about that, like, because I don't want to, because I don't have permission to, these are, even though they're my pictures, I don't want to on YouTube show you the rest of their wedding and everything. So I just wanted to speed through these to see if there's something I can show and everything. And if you hear any video go off, just ignore it. Things like that, because these were just, you know, yeah. If you hear any videos or anything, yeah. Because, yeah, sorry about that, guys. This is private stuff for them and everything. I just wanted to show stuff between me and him and stuff, but we did go to the wedding. I had a blast. Her dress was gorgeous, and if Kim, you're watching this, your dress was gorgeous. Okay? And believe it or not, the 25th marks their 1-year anniversary. And I wish I could send them a 1-year anniversary gift, but I don't have the new address. Someone was supposed to give me the new address, but broke up before that. Let's see. Get through this, get through this, get through this, get through this. Let me see if I can go and find other shots that were beautifully important, meaning stuff I can show you. Let's see. What can I show you? I can show you the cake, yeah. This was her cake. Okay, let's get that. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. That is beautiful, all right? Took it in black and white as well. That was their setting, and that was the cake again. I'm trying to make sure I don't get any of her friends or family in it. Okay, see, that was how everybody was given a gift. That was that, that was that. You know? So, yeah, so that was everybody there. And what else was going on? Let me see if I can show you some more of anything. Nope, can't show you any more of anything. Alright, so basically the wedding, everything was total cool. It was so cool. I had on this really cool corseted dress. And part of the reason I didn't take my jacket off, there was a reason. A couple years back, I had gotten 2nd-degree to 3rd-degree burns from a chemical burn from a sunscreen product. And the combination of chlorine and the sun cooked my skin. What appears to be freckles on my back and my shoulder is not. They are actually scars. And I was, even though a little self-conscious about it, I left my jacket on. Okay, but I should have taken the jacket off. But I just, if you look at the way it looks when I have a strap dress, it just didn't, you know what I mean? But I did my best and everything, and I basically tried to show that I was his girlfriend. But here's the thing about this. Now, I'm afraid I want to tell you here now what was asked of me at the wedding, but it's also in the book. And this is where it's a dilemma because I met a lot of people there. Some people went to school with Christopher, some people grew up with Christopher, and some people know the family. And I got asked a lot of things because a lot of people were in shock about me. Not because I was American. They were impressed I was American. Oh, they were like wanting to ask me all the questions about New York, everything and stuff like that. That you're from New York, right? Which I'm going to put back in the book, right? No, what shocked them was that I was Christopher's girlfriend because they all thought he was gay. This is not the first time this has been brought up to me, and I asked him a ton of times. And he said, no, he is straight. So this is where part of this dilemma comes up later on and everything, where more people say things about this subject. All right. But more so, those are the questions I had gotten when I met people. Okay. And also, Christopher doesn't know this, but if he has read the book, he would know that I asked his dad nicely if we could stay just to watch Alex and Kim's first dance so I can get a picture of it, because he wanted to go home because he was in a lot of pain. And that meant me and Christopher wouldn't have gotten to dance at the wedding. And basically, I was more concerned with his dad, but I also just wanted one nice picture of Alex and Kim to give them as a present also for inviting me to their wedding, you know? And his dad let me, he says, just take a picture, and then, but everyone was in shock because Christopher actually pulled my hand to the dance floor. Guys, I can't dance. I only know the box step. I really cannot dance. There's a glitch with me dancing. It's the way the music is interpreted with me. I have to feel the vibration as if I was deaf through my feet. And if I don't know which way to go. Okay? So I tried, and I could see his dad wasn't feeling well, so I said to Christopher, let's go. Okay? His dad really wanted to get home. So I don't know if that was part of the reason why Christopher turned on me or whatever, but all I know is that his dad wasn't feeling good, and I was not going to upset the man who gave me a chance to meet somebody I thought was my boyfriend. All right? So let's get back to this wonderful trip, because up until then, so far so good, you know? Okay? So we get to the 26th, and what was the 26th? Oh yeah, we all slept in. There's not that many pictures. I don't have anything. Just a picture of his cat, his baby picture, and that's it. Yeah, if you want to see that, this is all I have. I have on the 26th, because we did nothing. It was late. It was lazy. We were being lazy and stuff. This is his cat, his baby picture, and it was raining. So we really couldn't do much. All right. So yeah, I mean, I don't mind it raining and stuff, but I wouldn't mind just sitting in the backyard with umbrellas. I did it at my grandmother's one in the summer, you know? So yeah. So then that was the 26th. Then the 27th, the same deal. It was basically nothing much happens. That would have been just another lazy day and stuff. I think, or was this part of, no, this was in his bedroom, out his bedroom window. Just want to make sure on something. Yeah, this was outside his bedroom window. All right, so basically these pictures here were outside his bedroom window. It got mixed into the other day's things, but this was actually the same day, on lazy day. So yeah, let me try to go back to, I'm trying to get the picture to load. This is the one picture outside his window. That's another That's another, and then there should be the video. It should start now. Yeah, he's playing the video game in the background. I'm the doctor. I locked onto your scanner. Remember that. So we were playing the Lego game in his room and stuff, and it was just one of those days and everything. That was the day I don't know if it was a first fight or whatever, or small fight, because he acted like a little brat while he's playing the game. Because I missed a step, and it was almost like his world caved in. And then this is the Monday, right? So that was part of Sunday. Sorry, guys. This is the Monday that we went to see the town, which I had a blast in and everything. And let me get that loaded up for you guys. So this is the town. Let's get the picture so you can see it. Okay. I'm sorry it's this way, guys, but my editing program doesn't work. So this is the town, the castles and everything and stuff, Hall Street. That car I want to take home to my dad. Charles Dickinson stayed here. I'm trying to get so you guys can see it. I know it's on an angle. I wish I could go like this. Well, that might work, but it's killing my hand. Alright, so that's that. Beautiful mosaics. The Jeep. See, the river. Anything with water, I love. The ducks. The views were spectacular. We took the back roads to the castle. I wanted to do the event, but it was one of those days because after this point something happened, and this is where the trip went downhill. Well, not downhill in the say, but for him it went downhill. For me, I would have been happy. Oh, and they call this the captain's chair where he's sitting. His mom was telling me. I love that shot. That was beautiful. I got to see so much stuff. Like right there, guys, it was starting to eat away, but these are like the artistry in the walls and everything. That's what it was supposed to look like. Like, I just fell in love with the whole place. Told you, I felt like I was home. It was just one of those, you know. Eventually I'll put a compilation of all the videos together once I get everything. I was too scared to sit on the ground. You gotta remember where we come from. I'm sorry, guys. I can't breathe that well. It was so beautiful. I took so many pictures of... I know, everyone's like, too many flowers, too many flowers. No, I love taking pictures of everything. And here's the funny part. You're at a castle, but then here's the restaurants. That are the backside of the castle. Someone ripped that. And then we were walking the streets. Now in this area here, we met up with some of his friends. Well, his people that know him from the town, right? And everything. Now, here's where I wanted to wring his neck. See the people with the dog right here in the baby carriage? Okay, if you look in the picture, I don't know if I can, yes I can. Okay, cool. These people right here with the dog in the baby carriage, right? I think these are the same people he had introduced me to and everything. But he didn't introduce me the correct way, people. And when we get through this, okay, so that's him in it. Oh yeah, by the way, this is the famous chair. This is the famous chair that he would never leave. And this is the famous pillow that I talked to you guys about. All right? So, okay? So let me explain what happened. All right? At that point, there were people there he knew. And when he was introducing me to the people, he did not introduce me correctly. He introduced me as company from America. He didn't introduce me as his girlfriend. I almost wanted to strangle him and throw him off the tower of the castle. Now, you saw how high that tower was. Okay? How does that make you feel? That he's telling everyone I'm the girlfriend at the wedding, or to everybody else knowing I'm the girlfriend, but then says I'm company. What made other things is that after we met those people, we went into the town and we went through looking at the bookshops and everything, and there was one bookshop. It was like where people drop off used books and you put a donation and get a book, right? When I told the lady, when she asked, "Oh, what brings you here?" I said, "Oh, I'm Christopher's girlfriend." She was like puzzled, shocked, and was like, and Christopher looked like he was ready to kill me. So, what was he not telling me, or what happened, right? You're going to find out later, because this was Monday. This was also when we got a phone call from his dad about something, because dad was supposed to show us around, but dad had to go to get his leg checked. Like I said, his dad wasn't feeling well and everything, so we were basing everything on how his dad felt. And we get back and we come to find that his dad has to be put into the hospital for his leg. The wound stayed open. And this is all public knowledge based on their newspapers and everything, that his dad had an injury. All right? So I can talk about this. Freedom of press, freedom of speech, everything, you know? It's out there. People know this incident happened. So I never saw anybody turn whiter than a ghost, than a sheet, than anything, than a piece of paper. After that was said, after that scene sitting in the chair, he went oblivion, and his mom had to go somewhere. His dad was just getting ready with stuff, you know? They just had to deal with things. He locked himself in his room while everybody else, and left me like, what do I do? So, eventually he came out of his room. Eventually. And so, from Tuesday, which would have been, what day would that have been last year? Let me look at the calendar, because we have to go backwards a day. So that Tuesday, let's see, so they got married on the 25th. That was a Saturday. Sunday was the 26th. Monday would have been the 27th. So on the date of the 28th of June, my trip changed from being fun to being what you're going to find out what happened on the 28th, because when he finally came out of his room on that Monday night, because his dad had to go into the hospital Tuesday, right? He invited me into his room to watch a movie. All this time I had been asking him, can I please stay in your room? Can I please stay in your room? Okay? I thought maybe, sorry guys, he was upset because his dad's sick, everything, right? He wanted company. All right, fine and great. He shows me a movie that he showed me years ago, and he swears that he showed Gwen. He doesn't remember showing me this movie, and we had an argument about that. And then we were watching something else, and I wanted just to fall asleep there having him hold me, right? I figured, right? He was like, no, go to your room, right? I'm like, all I'm asking, and I argued, I said, all I'm asking is just to stay in your, right? He was so adamant. He says his friends, his writings, and his travels comes first. Guys, what was I then? Like I've said to you in these videos, what was I then, right? At that point, his wonderful PlayStation would have been out the window and everything, and when he saw my face, he knew he was in trouble. He said, well, I talked to some friends of mine before you came out here, and because you made me make a decision, and they were helping me decide, and I said, no, that's not what I meant by make a decision. You finally decided that you already had made the decision. He didn't understand that his friends are not allowed to make this decision. He had to make this decision. And if he was going based on his friends who've never met me, ideas of me, yeah, this was not going to work. Okay? So, from the date of the 28th through I left, it was just us going through the motions of trying not to kill each other. Because I was so tempted to pack everything and go that night. So there's technically no pictures of the 28th and 29th because we spent the next 2 days fighting. That's right. The 28th and the 29th, we spent those 2 days fighting. We spent with him locked in his room, literally, and me downstairs talking with his mom about how stupid this is. How he asked them to bring me out here. He wanted me out here. And then to all of a sudden do a 180 and be like this. So we couldn't figure if it was another girl, if it was someone jealous, if he was gay, if it was, we couldn't figure it out. His mom said he had something, all this other stuff, right? So for 2 days, we were fighting. We were supposed to go to his grandmother's. Now here's the thing also too. His dad had other plans for us too. But plans change, and his dad had to go to the hospital. So his mother had to leave early that morning. All this other stuff and everything, okay? All right. Me, the type of person is like, just leave me on a couch with a TV remote. You go deal with family matters. Because I don't like hospitals. And guys, he is lucky I went to the hospitals with him. Okay? Because I don't do hospitals. As you can plainly see, for me to go to a hospital, it meant it was something serious, but I don't do hospitals. All right? So, after we had pieced everything together and resolved, and he made a promise that we are going to be boyfriend and girlfriend, that we are going to try this again with nobody influencing us, what does he do? The minute his mother comes in from something, he jumps off the couch and goes to the other couch. Right then and then I knew he's not trying because everyone influenced him enough that he didn't want this. He'd rather have seen dealt with those people than try to work this out with me. So, what happened on the 30th? Well, we ended up having to go see his dad. At the same time, he had to pick up stuff at the comic book store. Now, we're in Newcastle. There's a ton of stores. I looked it up and everything. I wanted to go to this store, that store, and everything. But no, we always had to go to the 2 bookstores he wanted to go to. Okay? He kept saying later, later, later. Now, I didn't push the issue because basically his dad's sick. Okay? You're worried. Okay, I get it. But if I'm supposed to be your girlfriend, start confiding. Start acting like a boyfriend. Okay? So, what happened was his mother had to work. So she took on the responsibilities. And I'm like, oh, great. This is going to be interesting. Because I don't like to be a nuisance or whatever to people. A burden. So we had to take the train. And we took the train, okay, while she went to do her classes and everything with the students and stuff. And here we are at the bookstore. We met an owl. We met this place. Please donate to these people. If you guys ever see these guys, please donate and everything. We got to see that. We got to see that. Northumberland, okay. They actually have a Five Guys out there, guys. Look, look. There's actually a Five Guys. We even saw one when we were in Cardiff. And they don't call it TJ Maxx. They call it TK Maxx. Okay? And look. They had the sneakers. I wanted to get a pair. But I didn't think they... Look, I don't know. I wouldn't have known if they fit in my suitcase. Okay? And then we saw our Cybermen, right? And again, we got that. And we were talking about everything. And all this stuff and everything. And we went to go see his dad in the hospital. Okay. I think this is all of it, yeah. Yeah, so we went to go see his dad. Alright. And the prognosis and everything meant when we found out that he was going to still be in the hospital during my whole trip, like I said, I didn't want to be a burden. I didn't want to be a bother. Okay? I wouldn't have cared if we canceled all the trip and they brought me out next year. You know? We didn't have to go do everything that comes up in these next pictures. We didn't have to. They could have just been me and him sitting at home watching TV. Me and him just exploring the town. Me and him just being, you know what I mean? We didn't have to. The only thing that was planned was the Cardiff trip. And then I go home. Okay? And trust me, there was another fight that night too. I went home in tears, guys. So, that was the 30th of, well, around that time. So, which, yes, 2 days. So here comes July 1st. All right? New month, new day, new whatever. Right? And I think, what did we do July 1st? Did we go to Durham or did we go to, what did we do? We went to, what did we do in there? We went to the Lake District. Because all he wanted to do was take me to the Lake District. All he wanted to talk about was Lake District. Lake District, Lake District, Lake District. Okay. Okay. So we went to the Lake District. So let me show you those pictures. Okay. So this was our trip out to the Lake District. Okay. Me taking pictures from the car window. On our way there. Mountains. Beautiful mountains. Alright, I know you guys are getting bored with the mountains and everything, right? Alright, so let's find the pictures. There's the part of the waterfalls. Beautiful town. Okay, so this is the top and everything, right? This is the Lake District. This is Ambleside. Ambleside is very beautiful, very, you know what I mean? There we go. Okay? Beautiful Ambleside. That's the church, everything. We went to this place to eat and everything, and it was a nice place and everything. Loved it. And we got to walk by all the chocolate shops, everything, stuff like that. This is the town. This is where the psychic is. This was the gem shop. And here's more of the waterfalls. Silver Moon. All this. It was a beautiful town. There should be a picture of a house that I wanted to buy. Went to go see the movies there. Meanwhile, he's got, oh yeah, that's not rain, guys, by the way. We were by the cemetery. Okay. Playgrounds, more waterfalls. Yeah, he had the umbrella while me and his mom were like getting soaked to the rains. Yeah, I think, did I get some pictures? Yes, I think. Yeah, that would be the waterfalls I got. Let me make sure there's no other ones and everything. No. Okay. So I got that. All this other stuff. The berries. All this beautiful, like, stuff and everything. That house, it says Lucky Dragon. Like, the hydrangeas. They had that. Sarah Jane's car, by the way, guys. We got to see that. Now, that's the house I wanted to buy if I won the lotto. Put the store right here, live upstairs. He wanted to move to the Lake District. Would have been nice. This is the gem shop. It was closed by the time we got back. And then we got to see the world's smallest bridge house. There should be a crazy picture of me there. Yeah, there I am. Wearing my Yankee shirt, of all things, right? Oh yeah, St. John's Ambulance. If you guys know the gag, get it? St. John's Ambulance. Yeah. I'll wait for you guys. You can comment on that. Everything was beautiful. You know? Beautiful shots from the car. Got the sky, like, beautiful stuff. If you're a photographer, you know how beautiful sometimes you get good shots and everything of the weather and things and all the trees and everything. This is from a moving car, guys. You believe this? Just knowing when to snap that right picture. It's just, it was gorgeous. Let me see if there's any more important shots that you would like, or is it mostly scenery? No, okay, good. Then we get back to the, let me close this out and get you back to where we ended up. Okay, go with that. See, that, I love that shot I took. But we're getting to the point where now we're back in town, right? And this isn't, I actually went to go see this. This is an abbey in ruins. And then this is this. That's them. And, yep. And that. Yep. That was the last shot. So yeah. So yeah, guys. That was us going to the Lake District. And I mean, I had fun with him, but it was just, you know what I mean? It was a cringy moment because he was still wasn't acting like he was before. He already knew it was over. He made a decision before the decision needed to be made, and he was just lying about everything to me. Plus, he was upset with his dad being in the hospital. Plus, everything. So yeah, I mean, I can't fault him for everything, but I know he has to take responsibility on some things. So July 2nd, we went to Durham, and his mom had to go see his dad. Like I said, she didn't have to keep doing this. We didn't have to go to Durham. We didn't have to go to places. You know why? I could have stayed at the house. You could have been with your dad. You could have been with your husband. You could have, you know, you didn't have to, you know what I mean? I mean, I didn't have to see this. Things were more important. I know what priorities are, but I don't know. I don't think they wanted the trip to be ruined. Maybe they knew I wasn't coming back, you know? But this was Durham. And this is where Harry Potter was filmed, by the way, guys. And yeah, take a laugh at this. Is a barbershop. And let's see if you could see where I'm heading. If you guys know this spot, comment in the comments. Alright? And this is going to be my longest vlog ever because I want you to know. But you guys know it. And here's the funny part. There he is right there. See him hiding right there? I didn't know he was in that shot. So this was like me sitting right there. Because we couldn't take pictures. And then me and him put up Lego brick on this house, meaning the church. It was part of a thing to raise money for the church and everything and stuff, the cathedral. And our bricks are there. So I'll show you which are our bricks as soon as we get to that scene and everything of this. But this is beautiful. You see how gorgeous this is? So let's see. Where are our bricks? Okay. This is what we put on there. Okay. This is where our bricks are. Right here. Okay. So if you ever look at this part of the little cathedral thing, right? This piece right here is where I put a brick in. Okay? Of a Lego brick. Alright? So this is gorgeous. The inside's done too. And then this was where they filmed also the Marvel Infinity War and everything. And then there's the cemetery where the cast was outside for both. And that's a shot from over there. Like, it's just gorgeous, people. Gorgeous place, gorgeous everything. I wish I had an artist book that I could have drawn the inside. Next time, if I ever go to any of the cathedrals. Now, here's the thing. It was closed to guided tours, but he didn't want to go touring without a guide. So, yeah. So, it was just one of those days where it was like, you know, and we went to this bookstore again. We went to that. We went to that. And then we went through the town square. There was a little carnival going on for the kids, and I got that shot. That was gorgeous. Like, you guys can, let me put the camera. I got that shot. And then they had that. And then we went here to this comic book cafe. Alright? So we went up this long hill. And that was the menu. That was that. That was their toppings, everything. They had a Back to the Future pinball machine. It was so cool, guys. I don't know why these pictures... I thought I put all these in my Facebook thing. I gotta check my Facebook if all these pictures went in. You know, that reminds me. I have to check the albums. Yeah, I have to check my albums because I could have sworn I put all these pictures in. Huh. That's a good thing to check. But that was our day in Durham. So that was July 2nd. Okay? July 3rd is when we went to see Eggleston Abbey. That's the one in ruins that I showed you went to. And then we went to see Raby Castle. Okay? Because I originally wanted to go see the 800th anniversary at Barnard Castle, but his mom had things to do and everything. And I feel bad for her. I didn't want her overdoing herself and everything, you know? So I basically went through all this and everything and got these shots of stuff and everything, but basically there's always cows. Abby was always part of cows and bulls and things like that, and it wasn't that bad. It was nice there. I mean, there was all this interesting ruins and everything. You could see where everything was, the crypts and everything, where the knights are buried. You're actually walking over people's graves, by the way. It was pretty cool and stuff. And then basically she was telling me about where the monks lived and all the other, you know. You can see the iron that was left for the hinge doors and stuff. The faces. You know, you can see where they built onto it. And then we went to this little restaurant thing. He didn't even want to sit next to me, guys. This is the Raby Castle. Now, the pictures are weird because every time we'd smile, I wouldn't smile, he wouldn't smile. So it was one of those, you know what I mean? They're noted for the deer, by the way. And their flower garden was gorgeous. I should have a good shot of the castle. But the garden, I fell in love with the garden. Like, right, look. So yeah, that was the garden. I don't think you guys want to see mostly flowers. Let's see if I can find another spot to start in. Yeah. Okay, so this is one of the flowers there. Let me just close out the other window. Okay. And then we went and saw the carriages, the royal carriages. But his mom had to get back because I wanted to see the Bose Museum, but Christopher was mad because he wanted to go to a convention that day. And his mom said, no, there's no money for a convention.
Okay, it's recording.
Hi, Mom.
Okay. This part here is funny because, okay, I'm not going to play that yet. Hold on. I know I just teased you guys with it, but I'm not going to play that yet. Because, alright. His cat actually climbed up the tree. So, yeah. This is an interesting thing. It was on Facebook. It was on everything. His cat climbed up the tree. So, let me show you what's going on here. Okay?
Okay, it's recording.
Hi, Mum. Tali's up the tree. Seriously.
She won't come down. This is he's been there. She is. He's been trying.
Tali.
Okay. I'll only show that much because, like I said, I don't have permission for certain things. But, yeah, the cat was up the tree. That's when we got back, and his mom had to do everything. Alright? So, yeah. So, this is now July 3rd. Now, guys, this basically meant that I was about to head home on the 9th. I think it was the 9th. Let me make sure. Yes, the 9th. So we were in Cardiff for July 4th that Monday, July 5th, and leaving July 6th. It took us on July 4th 5 hours to get down to Cardiff. So we spent the whole day on the train. And we couldn't do much that night. Okay? We saw a movie. And it was part 2 to the Now You See Me series. Now You Don't See Me, or the one with the magicians and everything. There's pictures of us out there and everything and stuff like that. And I can show you those as well. That his mother had to drive us because these were last minute changes because his dad was supposed to drive us down. Okay? So yeah. So basically, like I said, the whole trip got changed up. And after what he pulled on me and everything, I just was going through the motions. Like I said, I wanted to go home. If I wasn't going to be loved, if I wasn't going to be cared about, even as a friend, a best friend or a girlfriend, what am I doing there? Why did you want me out there, right? So we went to where he was born in Lancaster to get the train. And they had all this stuff going on and everything. I got to see the town, the castles, you know, as we were walking to the train station. Because at least we were a little bit early. That's the clock tower in the center. Okay. See, and you have to wait there, or you get killed. That's the castle. Okay. That's the train stations. They actually have Kit Kat machines. See, Lancaster. And being that. All these candies. I wanted to try, but was scared to. And then outside the train windows, every time we went by a city, I took some pictures on our way down. So yeah, so you get the idea on the trains and everything. So let me go through when we finally ended up down in Cardiff. Let's see. This was Newport. Okay, hold on. Close out that window. Newport, we ended up in. Okay, do you see what time it was getting to be? We finally made it to there, and guess what that is? You guys know that if you comment below if you know what that is. Alright? Now, I don't read Welsh, but here's the problem. You see this big fence here? This is called the Torchwood Step. Now, you can see the reflection of us and everything. I never saw anybody get so pissed off in anything that he was disappointed. And I said it's okay, and it was almost like he was so mad that it was blocked off, but they were doing a festival coming up in the next few weeks. It didn't change anything. You see they were doing the festival, you had the tents up. See? So yeah, and they had the carousel over there. This is the Cardiff Bay. It's beautiful. There's the bliffs, or the cliffs. And we got to take some pictures before, because it was like, you know what I mean? This is where they filmed an episode of Doctor Who, and then we were just snapping pictures on everything and stuff. And then we went to the wall. And I got to go see the shrine. And then he was supposed to, now these things, he was supposed to take me on this boat trip. He never took me on it. His dad even gave us money to go enjoy ourselves for the 3 days. So I was taking pictures of everything else. And it seems like an okay night. You know what I mean? Alright. Now, the reason why, let me get out of this and go to the next day while I'm talking to you guys. This was technically the night. I think this was the night we got back from, I forgot what, no, this was the night. It went into that. But we were taking pictures by the water outside the hotel and everything. Of me at the bridge and all the other stuff. Okay. So let's see what else. So this is when we finally went, and now due to copyright I can't show you much of this one, but this is when the hotel was damaged, by the way. This is inside. You know, everyone knows what that is. So due to copyright I can't show you the rest of the pictures, sort of, once I get to a certain point, because I'm not allowed to. I don't have permission to show them on YouTube, but these are certain areas. If you know Cardiff very well, if you know that building, you know that, you know that. I'm trying to get not near that building, because I'm trying to make sure. I think it's going to be after a certain couple of shots. Yeah. See, they were fixing the bliffs and everything, and 1 shot, 2 shot, you know. Okay, that's Can I go that far? Yes, yeah. I can show you that. Let me just check one thing real quick. What else can I show you? Where is that picture? Okay. I can show you one more. Yep. I can show you that one of me. I forgot I even took that picture of me. How do I look in that one? Oh, that's why I hate it. My eyes are closed because he snapped it wrong. Okay, let me see if I can show. Nope, that one I can't show. Okay, so I gotta get a little down. Yeah. Okay, let's do that so that we can get slipping through these really quick. Actually, if I go really fast through it, like a slideshow, really fast, it might work. Okay, so if I go boop, 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 really fast, okay? Really fast. So you guys cannot, no one can freeze frame them. But proof, guys, he was with me. By the way, okay. Flip, 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 flip. Okay, we were there. And the sad thing is this is closing this year. Okay, flip, 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 fast, 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 fast. Okay, going as fast as I can through this so they can't, you know what I mean? The old-fashioned clicking fast. So no one can slow it down. It'll look blurry. Okay. Now I'm going to show you something eventually. That is the reason why he almost got thrown off the Cardiff Bay cliff and into the bay. Okay, blah, 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 blah. Okay. See these two people here? Casualties of this war. Very nice people. 18 years old. Well, 20 and 18. 20 years old, 18 years old. Casualties of this. Because this person here was looking for a video game or a board game. And what does my idiotic, whatever you want to call him, do? Takes us all over Cardiff looking for this person's board game instead of saying and canceling everything we were supposed to do that day. Saying that it can wait because his board game was more important. That's right, people. A stranger's board game was more important than finishing out our trip. And it's in the book, by the way. Okay? So, yeah. So, we went on a little trip with them to go look for a board game. All through Cardiff looking for a board game. Now, what gets me is, I'm going to show you something. You see, is that it? I'm trying to find where it is. There should be a picture of the castle. Let's see. Did I take a picture of the castle? Yes, I did. This is the castle, I think. Yeah. Okay. Now, yeah, here it is. This is the whole castle. Now, our day was spent supposedly like this. Okay, before I go back to this, I'm going to explain what happened. Okay. Let me just flip some of the camera. All right. Now, we were supposed to arrive there. And when we got to the hotel, they told us the Doctor Who Experience was not going to be open on Tuesdays. So we figured we might go do that Wednesday and everything. But then we found out that it was open on Tuesday. And our only day there, our only full day there, we were supposed to go to the Doctor Who Experience. And then we were going to go to Cardiff Castle. And then we were going to out for dinner. Our official dinner date. You know, our official one-on-one date. Right? No, that did not happen. And that's in the book. Because, like I said, those two are casualties of this war. And his video game or board game thing was more important than finishing out the day of, you know what I mean? That our plans had to change for strangers. Okay? So, let's continue on. You can just comment about that, okay? So, yes, so we didn't get to see a castle, right? All that stuff and everything. We went into these little shops and everything. And oh, by the way, I was slowing them up. Yeah, I was slowing them up. it did not turn into my date day with him. It turned into I was just a tag along. I was so tempted to go back to the hotel. If I knew how to get back there, I was going to go, pack my bags, and just leave. He found new friends to play with. So yeah, this is the culprit place. We ended up here in circles to find this place for a stranger. Yeah, for a stranger to find this place. So yeah, I don't even know how my pictures got messed up. Great. Alright, so now, I'm dropping everything, guys. Ignore the mess. Alright, because right now I'm pissed and I also have to get ready for work and I'm exhausted, I'm sick. I'm not even supposed to be doing this, but I have to do this. Okay? So here comes July 6th. Now, July 6th, I was not too happy a person. We were supposed to go home on the 10 o'clock train, which meant no castle, no nothing. Just him being stupid. Just him playing with his new friends. Do you know the night before, after we went to that video game thing, he had the nerve to want to play the board game with them. And I was in the arcade that I was trying to sneak my way out. Like I said, I was trying to find any which way I could get out of this trip at this point because he abandoned me. And no one thinks there's anything wrong with that. He abandoned me. And no one cares. Okay? No one's holding him accountable for it. He thinks it's okay to do that. So, yeah. Hotel room, blah, blah, blah. Right? Everything, taking last minute pictures of the hotel room. All the stuff that was wrong with it. Daylight shots here. You can see how beautiful the water is. But it's too long a walk to get to anything. So we finally end up, his friend convinced us to go to the castle. Got to do things. I thought everything was going to be fun, adventurous. Like that. I got put into one of them, right? Not bad. Sorry, guys. I really have to get rest. Just stupid stuff. Nice pictures, things like that. Let me scroll through some so you could see, like, everything else that was there. There was, let's see if there's a, where is it? I know there was another shot I had of something. There we go. Okay. That was down in the basement. Let me just clear out that one. And then stuff that they had down there on, you know, on World War II. It was used as a bunker. Stuff like that, you know. At this point, I was in so much pain, I didn't want to touch anything. So yeah, so that was that and everything. And then we get to the train station. Let me switch out the pictures again. Okay, that was a weighing scale. Train ride back, platform 11. And he promised to take me out that night, but I was too exhausted. Plus, his mother had been driving all over the place. I was not going to let that woman drive us anywhere else. So yeah, so basically we ended up at this really cool restaurant in Lancaster, and I know I'm turning it every which way. And the rain and everything on the way back. Yeah, from the hotel. Alright. So yeah, that was... oh man, I'm trying not to be sick, guys. Basically, that was it. That's all I have really of pictures. Because after that was me packing my bags. After that was me and him having another fight. Was me and him just giving up. Because he already had given up on me. Do I regret going? No. I took a leap of faith. Because in love, or even in like, you get hurt no matter what. Because there's a chance of it. You can get hurt just realizing the truth, or you can get hurt because you don't know if you're going to see that person again. I spent this whole year dealing with the aftermath of it. Because he couldn't tell the truth to people, that he was the one that gave up on me because of what his friends thought of me. I was considered the bitch, the witch, that I deserted him when I did not. And right now, he's living that karma for all the lies he said. I never wanted to give him up. I never wanted any of this to happen this way. But he had to be given up because he could not see what he had right in front of him. He still can't see what he has right in front of him. And he will never see. He will live in darkness and misery because he's surrounded by that. And I couldn't be swallowed up into that darkness. I tried to pull him into the light, and his mother said, every time we fight, he ends up in darkness. We get back together, friend or girlfriend or whatever, he's back to being happy, right? But yet his friends didn't like that. They felt I was a bad influence. But look at your friend now, crying, in pain. It's funny. He wasn't like that when I was out there. But yet you all had to be the influence on him to make him decide that I was nothing. So I hope you all are happy that you created this mess. And I forgive all of you for this. I forgive him for painting me out to be worse than I am and not going based on what was around him and telling the truth because he had to make others happy. I never started this war. I never caused any problems for him, but in everybody else's eyes, I was the problem. Because you guys will have all one thing in common. You don't like change. I say to you all, I forgive you. I forgive all of you, and I hope that you see and find out that maybe, just maybe, I had a positive influence on him. But now, thanks to all of you, I wash my hands of it. Like I said, I forgive you all. But I do ask this. If you have any ounce of decency left in your body after seeing this, and knowing that your friend is either sick or faking it, depending on how much drama he wants, know this. I still care about him, even though he hurt me. And that's why I forgive him. And I still want to meet the ones who've never met me and show them that I am not needed a new one ripped into me, nor the fact that I was poison to your friend, or I'm a bitch or anything because you're jealous of the fact that he made a choice that you talked him out of. And now he has to reap what he sows, which means, guess what? He's going to be a crybaby again. He is going to complain about pains in his head. He is going to, because you guys don't understand that it could be the medication. It could be psychosomatic. It could be stress. It could be the fact that he knows he did wrong and is eating away inside him. So I want to thank you for being such a great influence on him, as friends you're supposed to be. And I forgive you for all the things you have said about me behind my back that I found out about. All the lies you have told about me. And all the misconceptions you were told because of him. So 1 year ago, today, I took a leap of faith and found that someone did care about me, but is too engulfed in darkness to know the difference. Is too much in existence and not living. Because sometimes people look like they're living, but they're just existing. And trust me, if he wants help, he knows how to find help. Because it's funny how he was getting better when I was around. And now you have a wimpy little brat who's driving probably his parents nuts trying to figure out what's wrong with him. But no one wants to listen to me because I've been down that road. So I forgive you all. And I hope that one day we all can talk again. Hopefully not at his funeral, because I've already lost one friend. Because the pressure got too much. I've never wished him harm. I've only tried to help. It was you guys that pushed me away. Eventually, one day I will go out to England and see the sights I didn't get to see. Maybe I'll run into him. But all I know is this: all of you start telling the truth. Maybe then there'll be some light on this darkness. And that is my family. I will talk to you soon.